Well, I don't know why we came to this place. A bar gets trying to rip off our face. I'm not scared of falling off of this log. Hey, look, a skeleton in the bog. Now whisk to the left of me, whisk to the right. Here I am, stuck in some quicksand with you. Yes, I'm stuck in some quicksand with you. It's really playing games, the Extinction Curse. I'm the GM Graham, and joining me today, we have Brian as Faith, the Tiefling Monk.
Hi.
We usually have Garrett as a catfolk rogue named Fabian, but he's out today, so we do have Ross as Oartius, the lizardfolk swashbuckler.
Hello.
We have other Ross as Marion Calder, the half-elf oracle.
Good evening, everybody.
And we've got Patrick as Horatio, the half-elf wizard.
If a wisp pretends to be a person in the woods and nobody hears it, is it really a wisp?
No, because they're tricksy little bastards, and they wouldn't be that if they weren't able to lure unsuspecting adventurers into the bog and zap you to death. But that was complicated, one, because you didn't know that they were there, and then also because there was quicksand as soon as you stepped off the log and onto the small little leftmost island here in this bog. You found that it was sinking sand and found yourselves engulfed somewhat. Managed to pull yourselves out, but it was harrowing to say the least. So you continue your expedition of the surroundings to your new circus camp here in Escadar, under the instruction of Chief Constable Andera Paldreen. She wants you to clear out this land for her, and if you can clear it out, it's all yours. Have fun, do circus shows, just give us 5% tax. Hey, government. So you find yourselves doing that during this day. It's a little past midday at this point. But you have just bested these wisps, and you see that hanging from this little chain on one of the trees is this little copper or brass housing, and there seems to be kind of a motif of an eye with little wings off to either side. The brass is made out of, or brass is made into. And then it's holding some kind of clear gem inside of it, and that's just kind of like hung on a branch, kind of right about we'll say about here.
Um, did we didn't identify what it was, right?
No, you just noticed it after defeating the wisps.
I'm gonna glance at it and make a secret check.
Okay.
Check magic.
Oh, Arshisk.
I mean, like, when you look at something, I assume in your head you either know what it is or you don't know what it is, right? So, like, do I know what this is by just looking at this?
Well,
Religion check, right? I can do that.
you're gonna do a religion check. Okay. Um.
I don't even think
Interesting.
I made it.
Yeah. So you look, Oarshis, for any obvious religious iconography or anything about this. Um. The best you can tell, it does seem to be, some sort of holy pendant. What you think of is the symbols to Gazra that you saw in the corrupted hermitage, and you were, under a leather cord, very much pendants such as that they used to channel their powers through. It does give you that sort of vibe, maybe
Okay.
some religious thing, significance to it, but specifically you can't tell what. As you do that and ponder this to yourself, Horatio sends out a ping of detect magic and determines that indeed it is magical, as is the stone that is inside. You kind of get 2 pings of magic off of it.
I'm gonna ask Horatio if I should go get it, or is it dangerous?
What? What? Am I high enough level? Third. What school of magic is it?
Um, oh, you learned the School of Magic for the highest level effect within range. Oh. for the highest level effect. Okay.
I assume it like drowns out the other effects or something.
Yeah, the stone gives off an aura of transmutation magic.
It's not dangerous at all.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, just grab it and bring it over here.
So I'm gonna clamber over there.
Yep. Climb speed, able to climb amongst the trees and through the brambles and whatnot with relative ease.
Playing the floor is lava, except the floor is quicksand.
Floor is quicksand, yes. You successfully play the floor is quicksand because it is.
Are we gonna play Cowboys and Indians later?
No. You are able to retrieve it, Oarshisk, and bring it over for the team to see. Yeah, definitely some kind of necklace. It's brass housing, looks like an eye, with a little wing sticking off of it, and then the clear stone set into it.
Can I identify the stone?
Alrighty.
And then, Marion, do you recognize this symbol?
I'll make a secret check.
Okay. So, Horatio, not quite sure about the stone. If you had to guess, you'd say in general it appears to be an Aeon stone, but you're not sure which one it is. Marion, as far as the iconography of the item in general, you're starting to hear some things and maybe overheard one of the stories that Harlock Hamdeal was telling when he was researching the Aeon Towers, is that this whole creation myth of the Starstone and the Isle of Kortos and the Island of Erin, where you currently are, all has to do with the dead god Eredin. And Eredin typically had this sort of symbol, this winged eye, seems to be, somehow related to him. Gods have been dead for a couple hundred years, so it's kind of fallen out of fashion and favor in common circles, but this looks to be some kind of symbol of Eredin.
Makes sense. He was god of prophecy, right?
God of humans made this whole island on where you stand. Powerful dude.
Supposedly.
Dead as a doornail.
Oh yeah, hella dead.
Hella dead.
Didn't see that one coming.
Nope. Alrighty.
Why were those creatures here? Is that normal for this place?
By this
The
place,
list.
do you mean a bog or?
We're like in a town, or just on the outside edge of a town, right?
Mm-hmm. Not too far from Escadar.
Yeah, I think they just like to hang out in lonely places and convince people to come get eaten.
How many people do you think have been tricked?
Do we see any corpses?
There was one on the way here, right? A skeleton.
Yep, right by Faith. There's a skeleton.
No telling how many lie at the bottom of this quicksand.
Ugh. I'm gonna be suspicious of the ground around this lake from now on.
Didn't somebody mention that there was a problem of people going missing in town?
I think that was
That was
back
one-
at the other place.
What is this like wall that I'm coming up to? Just like a building?
They look to be old ruins. It's the stone foundation of a small building, mostly overgrown with weeds and almost entirely obscured. So it seems to maybe have been a house or like a little shed or something, but it is long since dilapidated and ruined.
Oh, do we want healing?
Absolutely.
Now that we're back on non-quicksand
Yes,
ground?
this ground seems much firmer. Fabian comes up. I'm okay, but I could maybe use a little bit of chiropractic from Faith if you got the time.
I think triage says I have to treat Marion first.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I can treat Fabian while I'm being treated.
Ah,
That
got a
sounds.
massage
Is that
circle
made from the
going.
internet?
Yeah, nice. You can get a lot of hits from this.
All right.
That's
Video title.
That was against
29.
the DC 15.
All
That was
right.
cool.
That's a crit success for you. And you gain 29 for me because I was a DC 20.
That's a
Awesome.
pretty good.
Man, hella heals.
For now.
How much does Fabian get back?
I need to look up the.
It's 4d8.
48?
Oh. 48.
48.
Whoa!
That's
heals.
pretty good.
Like, wow, I feel fan-fucking-tastic.
Could I get a little bit if people are just passing it around? Or we'll group healing session.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I can heal you next. I'll give you the lighter touch though.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
And I'll
So-
heal Faith while this is happening.
Plus 15. Nobody ever heals. Oh wow.
Nice.
Hey,
I'm gonna let Marion heal me more often.
Marion's
He
just
didn't even punch me. This is weird.
for 8 whole hit points.
Wow.
I'll take it.
It's like legitimate healing.
Are you saying my healing is not legitimate? I'm hurt by that.
No comment.
My turn now.
It's alternative medicine.
Everybody
I'm an
knows.
osteopath.
I can't see your health bar, Patrick.
Yeah. I like.
But I think that's a Graham problem.
Points at Graham.
There we go.
Huh, that was weird. Didn't know that was not enabled for Horatio and Horatio alone.
I also
And
can't see his
Make sure you reassign my token. So
0 points.
17 hit points.
The 13.
You take the 4 damage first.
That is still enough. Yay.
Alrighty. You spend
So I
about
I
half
healed
an hour
Horatio
healing
more than he
people.
has.
Yep.
20 minutes. Although, probably. No, 20 minutes.
Water. I'm not a swimming lizard.
This
Climbing
is
lizard.
this is a very small shed.
So it looks like the water is shallower here. Is that actually the case?
It being dark and brackish waters, you're not 100% sure how the depth is. It's pretty opaque.
So the quicksand on the other island, did it look any different than the island that we're on now? Visually.
Not really,
particularly.
but you could maybe try a survival check to see if you can kind of tell, the consistency of the ground ahead if it's similar to what you saw with the quicksand.
I'll try that.
Okay. I'll roll it for you because...
Or we could just take a rock and throw it and see.
I
if
mean, a
it's
rock's not heavy. A rock. It depends on. It has to be
Okay.
pretty rock, I think.
Yep. Oarchus, you're pretty confident that this land ahead of you here is solid ground. I guess probably solid ground.
And the water looks fairly still.
Yes, the water is kind of slowly emptying out into this little, pond where you guys find yourselves. So, but pretty still.
All right.
I'm pretty
Sure.
sure I can jump it.
Shall I try swimming?
As a person who can hold their breath the longest, I would ask you to.
I'm gonna try to swim.
Do you have rope? Do you want my rope?
You could.
I'm
tie
gonna
it
need
if you
rope.
wanted to. Fair enough. Tie,
You tie off Arshisk.
around the waist maybe.
You can just take it with you, but
Just might as well. With who knows what's gonna happen, and then I'll start wading across, or swimming,
right.
as it were.
So you begin to go in with a rope tied around your waist, so Arshisk. It is chilly waters, it being nearly October, November here. So it's very cold. You go in and it is a mucky, glomming onto your feet bottom. So there's a sucking feeling every time you do it. It is greater difficult terrain to go through here. But as you go across, it only gets up about to lower chest, stomach height on you. And gets to that point, and then that's the middle point where you are there, and then begins to taper back up to land on the other side. So you are able to walk across slowly and very uncomfortably, but you get to the other side.
How sturdy does this tree look?
Let's see.
Like enough to tie a rope around to let people...
Arshisk, you look and kind of look at the tree, look at it from this side, and you kind of stop, because from the top it seems to be a fallen log, kind of like the other ones you've crossed so far. But if you look around to the side, the underside of the log is just rotted away and gone. There's the top shell is there, but like the underside, the substance of this log is just crumbled away.
So not stable.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, if you want to come across, there's not really a place for me to tie off this rope. So you can try coming across and holding onto the rope if you want to.
I'll do that.
Yeah, however you want to do it. But I can stand here with the rope tied to me.
Okay. So, Marion, are you trying to just hold? Are you going and walking in the water as you use the rope for guidance, or trying to hold on to the rope? Okay.
I'm walking in the water.
Okay. The rope helps a little bit, but it's still mucky and gross and mud sticking to your feet as you go across. But you can just get across. I'll say the rope allows you to ignore one square of greater difficult terrain and make it just regular difficult terrain. But then it's still in the middle too. It gets sticky. Marion, you successfully make it across. Horatio, you step to grab the rope next. When as Zawarsha is kind of holding there, Marion stepping off, and mud and such shit, Faith, Horatio, and Fabian kind of look across and look on with some dismay as the hollow of the log from underneath begins to give way to this dark sludge oozing out from underneath the log and slowly writhing back up on top of it and glomming together and forming this dark tidal wave about to overtake Marion and Oarshisk. I need everyone to roll perception for initiative.
I guess that's not going to be a sneak roll for initiative.
We'll try to hide very quickly.
good news. I prepared Press it. Oh gods, what is that?
It's
shit.
a large, capital L ooze.
It's huge.
Oh no, it's not large. You're
Oh,
right.
they added conditions.
I saw that. I did see that.
I wonder if they work.
All right. Patrick, would you mind rolling for Fabian for me? I think I've given you
Sure.
control of his character sheet. So I don't
Well,
have
I was
to
hoping
get
to
it.
roll higher than the ooze, but here we are.
Much better than my actual character. Oh, that's. Let me switch back to Patrick.
Okie dokie. All right, Faith, you witness this horrible black pudding, or she's still holding onto the rope, going across the water as it comes.
I
and
mean,
oozes toward them.
I've seen black pudding and it's all horrible. So I'm gonna run and jump. So I'm gonna move 10 feet back to
35.
here, and then I'm gonna run 15 feet to here, and then it's a 20-foot jump to get to there or there. I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
square that's 10% in it.
All
So
right.
it's a DC 20 athletics check.
Yes.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh, missed by one.
No.
So I jumped 19 feet.
Yeah, he jumped just short. Oh, brutal. I'll say that, like, you end up in this square, but you're like halfway on the land there, so like moving to the next square over won't be difficult.
So
terrain
if
or
it's
anything.
a long jump and you fail, you just leap normally.
Oh, so your speed's long enough that I think your leap is 15 feet. So you could go.
My speed is 40.
There's leap.
I don't know how to
thank you.
calculate.
Yeah, so you can leap 15 feet. So yeah, you fall one square short, basically, either there or there, up to you.
There. Well, I think there makes the most sense.
Yep. Yep, so
That's-
you're going just to like, and you just barely like get some of your mud, feet in the mud and the muck, and it's just.
And that was one action to. Wait, was it?
Uh,
Long
Because
jump is 2 actions.
unless you have like the feet that's quick jump, is that it?
That's
oh,
right.
okay,
Long jump is a 2 action activity.
okay. So then, my third action. So it's greater difficult terrain to get out.
No, since you landed so close, I'm saying you don't have any more difficult terrain to get to on dry
Okay.
land.
I'm gonna move here and sacrifice myself for the ooze to save my friends, I guess.
Faith bravely stands before the mighty ooze.
Feels like a bad move, but
Marion.
I'm going to use my first action to recall knowledge about this monster.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Marion. Ooze. Oh, interesting. Don't know. Don't think that's enough. No, you're not quite certain. This is definitely some kind of oozy monstrosity. It's dark, like black. Looks nasty, kind of like oil just bubbling up from the swamp surface. But no specific insights on this one.
Okay. Then I reach out with a ghostly touch.
You're gonna touch it.
Okay. So it has to make. Okay. Interesting. So I don't. Okay. You reach out to affect this with your ancestral touch. The ghostly energies come forward, but as it is a mental effect and usually affects the mind of a creature, you search for a mind to affect here, and find none in the black oozy pile before you. It seems to not care about mental effects and damage. And then you leave.
Yeah, I stride over to the side.
Okay. Let's double check something here.
I don't even know what to do.
That's gonna be Fabian next.
Fabian is going to realize that he should not be taking an armor check penalty, and fix his character sheet, and then,
No, wasn't he trained?
no, he has the strength, so he doesn't take the armor check penalty. So,
Oh, I see. I see.
so he's gonna long jump as well and try and go here. So that's a DC 20.
Oh yeah, but also wasn't he
could-
trained?
18.
Oh. His maximum hit points are.
Bloosh.
Yep, Fabian goes into the muck.
And then I guess third action he'll stride. So greater difficult terrain is 15 feet, right?
Yeah,
Essentially.
you still have the rope across though, so I'll say the rope can help turn this square here into difficult terrain.
Okay.
So he has difficult
he'll
terrain
get-
there and then get out.
10, 15, 20. But that's a turn just to get
All right, Fabian
into melee range.
jumps over. The black pudding.
All grouped up right here.
Yep. Let's see. What can we do here? Oh boy, there's all just kind of fun stuff that I can do here. Let me double check on this one, because this one seems good. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and shoot a pseudopod out at Faith.
Cool.
Okay. Faith, does a 31 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, is it a critical hit on you?
No.
Okay, good. So you will be taking 13 points of bludgeoning and 7 points of acid damage as this black oozy pseudopod swirls around you, wraps around Faith, and grabs you. And what armor or clothing are you wearing?
Oh no. That's
Just
their thing.
Hey, everybody.
adventurer's clothing?
Minutes, I have something to take care of.
Okay.
No problem.
Explorer's clothes is what it's called.
Okay. This begins to eat into your clothing and corrode away parts of it. So that I'll have to double check what the stats on your adventurer's clothes are, but they take 7 points of acid damage. I don't think it's very much.
Look up what my clothes are.
I had that bookmarked and then I lost all my bookmarks.
Yep. So yeah, that happens. It grabs you as part of that hit with its second action. And then it's going to try to constrict Faith with its pseudopod and just squeeze the life out of you. So I need you, Faith, to go ahead and make a fortitude save.
What is it the strength that's the... No. Oh, did you-
Fortitude is con.
No, I was just...
So
I got a 22.
yep. Just trying to look at these item stats.
The cloth is hardness 1, 4 hit points, broken threshold
Oh.
of 2.
So it's broken then?
Then cloth is 1 hit point.
Let's see.
I
It's just
posted a
gone.
link in the general chat channel.
Yeah, I just thought there was a thing about like resilient items versus non-resilient items. But okay, the 22 Fortitude save does not succeed. Sorry, I just saw that the DC is not. Is a bit
Resilience
higher.
and armor rune.
So, in addition, Faith, you now take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of acid damage. And you are still grabbed, and that acid damage also goes to your clothes. Basically, at this point, the clothes that you're wearing are essentially ruined. They've been thoroughly corroded by this horrible black pudding. But then that's its go. Arshus.
Can I try, like, yanking Faith out?
Yes, you can attempt to remove somebody from a grab. Let's see.
I feel like we went over this with the last ooze, but I can't remember what we decided.
Yeah.
I think I was also trying to remove Faith from it or something. Maybe it was
You
Marion.
could probably shove, right?
Not from this angle, but I could. Yeah, could I like get next to her and then shove her? But I would have to.
Huge things are difficult to shove effectively there.
I wouldn't shove it. I have to shove her. I think. I can't shove it because it's bigger than large.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to have Titan Wrestler to be able to shove it.
You could do an aid, and attempt to, ready. You have to use an action on your turn to ready help, and then you'll use your reaction when if Faith tries to make an escape check, to get a bonus to that potentially.
Okay. I'm gonna try to tumble through. And can I go like like that?
Sure.
Like kind of around us through some of the squares?
Sure. Try a tumble through. It's against Forder Ray Reflex. Reflex DC. Okay, go for it. So 26 against his Reflex DC. That will do it.
So I'm gonna try to like kind of somersault around, duck under the pseudopod that's holding Faith.
Duck under the pseudopod, leap off of the log like an exposed bit so you don't touch the black ooze, and then...
And I'm going to try to do a slash as I'm going by, basically.
Sure.
So after the movement, I'm going to try for a claw.
Alright, go for it. Okay. So... All right.
What did that spark
Here's
about?
what happens. Arshus, you leap upon the log to go and swipe through. You swipe through the upper half of the ooze, which falls off
It makes another one.
and begins rising and writhing on its own. Now there are not just one, now there are two.
But the second one, what? They're
same
smaller
size.
though, right? Because otherwise we're I know this is magic, but we're violating one of the law of
Basic
conservation
laws.
matter.
Yeah, conservation of matter. they've
Yeah,
created an
it doesn't
infinite
say
energy
that,
machine.
but I'm fine with that being the case. That
mean,
makes more sense to me.
It's whatever. Or the second one could be smaller, and the third one stays the same size. It doesn't matter.
All right. There
And
are
then I'm going to try to aid Faith.
Okay, you be prepared to aid Faith.
And you did the 9 damage for that slashing, right?
It didn't seem to be affected
I
or
see.
hurt by the slashing damage.
I see.
Yes, just
It is magical slashing damage. Because I have wraps, hand wraps.
I don't know if that. It just says an immunity to slashing damage.
Yeah, if they're immune to slashing damage. They're immune to slashing damage.
This is,
Unless they're the qualifier.
yeah.
Could they be immune to piercing damage too? I guess I'll.
We'll see. So that was Oarshisk. Horatio.
The things I do for you people. And I'm going to wade into the water.
Sure.
And then I'm going to cast Electric Arc on both of them.
And okay, reflex.
Let's hope they
saves.
suck at reflex saves.
Well,
The top one succeeds. The other one critically succeeds. So one
so
of
they're
them,
okay at reflex.
They rolled really high. They shouldn't have done that well. The oozes. You kind of shoot the electricity just as they're splitting apart. So they kind of get to get in the air and get grounded for a second. You just hit the top one splitting off a little bit, and it just shudders a little bit from electricity. Okay, that was Horatio. Faith.
I'm gonna try to escape.
Okie dokie. So that's going to be
But escape.
an athletics, acrobatics, or an attack roll. And then Oarshisk, you can go ahead and make your probably athletics check to pull out Faith. So we'll do Oarshisk's check first. No. You are unable to match the strength of this black pudding as it holds tight onto Faith.
Oh, I know I can't critically fail that, so that's at least some confident.
Yep.
I will try an attack roll because that was one of my 3 choices.
Yes.
I don't get a bonus.
Nope, sorry.
I get a 29. Does that succeed?
I hope so.
A 29 just succeeds. So yes, you succeed on that escape. You remove the condition, the grab condition, so you're no longer grabbed.
Or apparently immobilize or flat-footed, according to the condition thing that I clicked on.
Yeah, because
So,
typically when
maybe
you're
they do
grabbed,
work.
you are.
And I'm gonna do a flurry of blows on it.
All right.
That was my first attack, so I take the -5 penalty for the first
Yeah,
attack.
the -4 because it's agile, but yeah. So 24 will hit. It's just an 24 will critically hit. But you do not seem to have any more impact on your hit. It apparently is immune to critical hits. But
it
not
does-
to bludgeoning damage.
It's
So-
not immune to bludgeoning damage.
Nope,
Okay,
it's
so
not immune to punch, so it takes that 9 points
Okay.
of damage.
I will continue to punch.
The 12 will not hit, unfortunately.
That was 2
Uh,
actions. For my third action, I'm gonna try to battle medicine myself,
All right.
which is just to treat wounds.
Healing punch. Okay.
Ooh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
critically succeed.
yeah.
So I gain 22 hit points.
Woo! Just that little punch right in the face. Ah, feels so much better. You're ready to get back into the game and punching these uses.
I mean, not really, but
All right, Marion.
So, looks like Marion did his ancestral influence and got martial last time.
Yes.
yeah.
So I imagine he would take out his
Bo.
crossbow, or his bow.
Oh yes.
Also, he can't intimidate them. He can't demoralize them, right? Because they're immune to probably fear mental things.
Probably. You did that spell upon them, so sure, if we just want to have Marion shoot the bow and arrow a bunch at the ooze here.
I can't imagine. Maybe what else he would do, right? I guess I don't know his spells, but
We'll say he's shooting. I think the ghost arrows is a spell, if I'm not mistaken.
can he assume his point blank stance?
Sure. Let's see. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do short bow. Pew. So we're using a ranged weapon that doesn't have the volley trade, which I don't think a composite short bow does. You gain +2 bonus to damage rolls. Tasking start with an infrared range increment. So I think it's extra +2 damage on this.
Yeah.
So 3 points of piercing damage on the first hit, and then he'll get 1 more in.
Well, did he have it out or?
Probably not, because had just crossed on the rope, so probably had to have the 2 hands out for that. Draws the bow, gets in the stance, and fires an arrow for 3 whole points of damage. All right, so that was Marion. Fabian.
Fabian will stab this one with his rapier 3 times, I guess. First one's a 24.
Yep, it's 5 points of damage. The stabbing
Second
doesn't seem
one
to
is a-
split them.
13. Man, does he have anything else he can do?
13.
Faint's not gonna
misses,
work. It
unfortunately.
doesn't have a brain. Might as well swing for the fences. It sucks to be a rogue. It sucks to be a rogue against an ooze. A 5. He rolled a
Ah! Nearly drops his rapier into the pond. Okay, the black puddings. So... They're not very smart. So...
I mean, literally, they're mindless. They're not smart at all.
No, so they just attack whatever's nearest. So the one by Owarshisk, we'll start with that one. It is going to do a pseudopod out at Owarshisk. It's only a 23 to hit. It's a hit.
Yes, it does. I wish I had raised my shield. But I was trying to
Hubris
unsuccessfully aid.
for
I was
helping
trying to-
Faith. You put on your
I-
own mask.
I
before you
appreciate
help
it.
others. So that will deal 14 points of bludgeoning damage, 2 points of acid damage to both you and the armor you are wearing.
Okay, it doesn't break the hardness. Does that matter?
Then I think you're okay. Let's see. Where'd it go? There you go. Yep, so if it has the hardness reduces any damage against it. So yes, it managed to hold off that acid. However, then it grabs you.
Uh-huh. Do I make a check?
And then it tries to constrict you, which now you make your fortitude save.
Okay.
15, eh? My
Uh-oh.
friend, that is a critical failure.
Uh-oh.
So that's a what's the restraint thing? Restraint? Is that what it is?
No, so you're still grabbed. It just, as part of the grab action after it hits with an attack, it can just use an action to grab you.
Right, yeah.
Then its third action, it uses Constrict, which is a basic fortitude save. So when you critically fail that, you take double damage.
Oh.
Yes. So, however, it rolled minimum damage.
Okay.
So you will take 16 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 4 points of acid damage. So 2 of that will bleed through onto your armor.
No, it's a 4 hardness, right?
Oh, it's 4 hardness. I thought it was 2 hardness. My bad. Yeah, you got leather. Okay, yep, you're good then. Your armor survives.
Leather armor.
It's tougher than leather.
Yep. The other one's taken more damage from Faith, so it's gonna keep going to try to consume.
But
Faith
it's mindless, so it doesn't know where to put damage from.
Alright, well, 50-50 shot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is Faith. 4, 5, 6 is Fabian. Okay, you convinced me. Fabian is gonna get eaten by the.
Why do you do this?
Okay, he's not here. He can't complain.
Fabian gets struck by a pseudopod. The first one is a natural 1, so it misses Fabian.
But doesn't Fabian do a thing when someone fails
I
against him?
do a thing.
Oh, sorry.
No. So Fabian nimbly dodges to the side. It will lash out once more with the pseudopod. So that. I'm gonna reroll because I didn't do the second one. It's a 19 to hit Fabian.
Nope.
We'll do the pseudopod once more. And 17 will miss either. Fabian dodges left and right. So luckily Faith got a lucky break there. Didn't hit Fabian. Oarshisk.
So I'm gonna attempt an athletics check.
Okie dokie.
To escape.
Alright. Critical escape! You get free and you can stride 5 feet.
Wrench myself free, and I'm gonna try to skewer it back.
Okay.
I'm back now.
Hey, we had you get out your bow, go into point blank stance, and shoot an arrow at this one.
Great.
And it did 3 points of damage. Are you
You're-
using piercing, Oarshisk?
I am using piercing.
Okay. I figured. So you take your claws and do like the now Wolverine stance to pierce into it. A 33 will definitely hit for 9. You do the additional 3 precision.
Yeah, precision is the same type.
No,
or-
you don't, because it doesn't care about precision.
Okay,
There
well,
is.
There's
no
As long as it doesn't
They don't
include-
care. It's just an ooze. You're just like stabbing out at it, getting your, black ooze and muck all over you.
And then I'm going to, I guess, raise a shield.
Okay, shield is up. My shield. Horatio.
I would like to recall knowledge with occultism.
Okie dokie. Horatio trying to figure out what the fuck are these things. Much like your brother, you don't know. It's a black oozy monstrosity that seems to be able to divide itself.
I don't know what they are. Zap them with electricity.
Ah! Okay, the top one makes a reflex save. And the DC is 21. The top one critically fails.
Yeah.
The other one will succeed. So the top one takes 26 points of electricity damage, mostly in the water. You take advantage of this to zap the ooze, and bits of it bubble and pop off in this black sludge, like an oil spill along the water there. And the other one seems to take some of the rebounding lightning. All right, so that was Horatio. Faith.
I'm gonna punch the one that I'm punching.
I'm
gonna flurry on it.
All right.
That's original.
Swish wash. Yep.
Ooh, I crit it again. So I get
25.
advantage to attack it. Oh, wait, wrong
All
character.
9. Yep.
I still crit. I don't care that it doesn't care that I crit.
Yes. You
Haha,
have the
I crit it again.
satisfaction that you crit again. All these crits.
And ooh, I'm gonna try and stun it. Let's see how good its fortitude save is.
Okay. I don't see immunity to being stunned.
Aha! I found its
But
weakness.
is it a characteristic of its creature types?
I think Pathfinder 2nd Edition tries to do away with that, and if it's a thing you resist or are immune to, it will just tell you. And I don't see that. So, it'll make a fortitude save. What's the DC on that?
21.
It will succeed.
Okay. It's immune to. I see. It's immune to being stunned.
It's immune to being stunned, yeah. That's as far as you know.
9 probably misses.
A 9 does miss.
Can I preemptively aid someone who isn't stuck yet? Can I use my reaction to aid either Fabian or Ryshik if they get stuck next?
Yeah, I guess if you're using an
Set
action
up
on
the
your
action
turn.
to aid any ally who tries to use an escape action.
Yeah, no, you take an action, like a stance, like looking around, like I'm gonna help, like holding a hand out, like you put one hand on a Warshisk, thinking it's probably gonna get grabbed again. So yeah,
Probably.
you can prepare to aid. Sure, that was
Okay.
Faith. Marion.
I'm going to. You said that I drew my short bow.
Yes.
I figured because you were martial units or whatever that
Yeah.
you would think.
I'm just gonna shoot at the closest one.
Alrighty.
Hit.
Yep.
3.
It is deadly though. So it's a D10.
Does
You
it
prob-
get that
Hey,
You probably don't have
or
weapon
5 full damage.
expertise, right?
No, not yet.
Wait.
So
do you get weapon expertise things against something that you crit?
I think they're they're just
specialization.
immune
Yeah.
to the damage.
So
not
Brian
to
and
effects.
I.
Well, I don't have that thing.
Monks have to take it as a feat.
I have to take it as a feat.
Other marshals get it.
Yeah.
the critical specialization effect.
Or fisties.
I have to pay for it. I don't get it for free.
Fistic.
So that was 5 damage on the composite shortbow, 3 plus the 2 for the point blank stance, right?
I went
No.
to point blank stance.
No,
I
3
do
plus
that.
3 is 6. Because 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 3 is 6.
Does deadly add the D10 or replace it with a D10?
It adds a d10.
Okay, so it'd be 1 plus 3 plus whatever the bonus, because the point blank stance adds to your damage, right?
Right.
Okay, and point blank stance lasts for a bit?
Yeah, it lasts until the encounter ends, or
Okay, so
something.
it'll be 6
and-
points of damage.
Until you leave the stance.
right.
Alright, yeah, so that's 6 points of damage.
Because we're level 5, right?
Yes.
Weapon expertise. You gain
Okay.
critical specialization.
This one is going to have that bonus damage added. I didn't realize I was in the stance. And that's like this.
But an 11, unfortunately, will miss. The arrow goes flying into the water. Kind of skids across a few times.
And I will step.
Alright. Move over behind Faith. Fabian.
So, I know I keep going back to this, but I critted, didn't I?
I think so.
So I would get the critical specialization on that hit,
Yes.
which is it has to make a fort save or be slowed 1.
All right. Let's see.
DC, my class DC, which is what is my class DC?
It should be on the first page of your character
Oh,
sheet.
21.
21. It only rolled a 20. So, in fact, it is slowed 1. Your claw kind of pins part of it in. You, like, pierce it through into the dirt so it gets, like, stuck into the holes your claw makes. So it has to try to extricate itself on its turn, so it will lose an action.
Sorry, that was interrupting.
No, that works.
Back to Fabian.
He's gonna stab this one.
All right.
With a 32.
32. Does he have a critical
Um,
specialization thing?
Does.
Oh no.
It's a sword. Critical specialization for sword is it's flat-footed until the start of his next turn. Which, hey,
I
we'll
bet it's
probably hit
immune
on
to
it too. He'll stab again. That's a 20.
Yeah, well now if it's flat-footed, the precision damage doesn't matter, so yeah.
But the deadly D8 does though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
no,
not
that first
critting.
one hit. The 32 crits, so
Oh, yeah.
that's actually 7 points of damage.
And then he's gonna,
Getting every little bit of
the
damage.
third
we can.
attack, he's gonna punch it.
The
That's only a 10.
20 hits normally,
And the 10 misses.
and the 10 misses. Okay,
At least his
skewering,
fist is agile.
piercing into there.
Oh, a rapier is not agile. It's just finesse.
Nope.
All right. So that was Fabian stabbing into it repeatedly. So with the sword, it's flat-footed until the start of your next turn. Wow. Critical specialization effects are real good. So this one is slow. This one is flat-footed. I'm guessing the slowed one will lose that action and then attempt to lash a pseudopod out of Oarchus because you're there. It's gonna pseudopod you. So that's a 28 to hit.
That hits me.
Okay. That'll be 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Oh, my armor takes 1.
Your armor takes 1 point of damage. Singes. And it will use its second action to grab you, but that is all the actions it has on its turn.
Where do I mark that my armor has a point of damage on it?
Under, like, is
Inventory?
armor inventory? Yeah, probably.
I can fix that if the armor makes it through the fight.
Oh, I see.
Oh, hit points. There it is.
Okay.
Got it.
Ross, is this the song I wasn't supposed to play?
Yep.
Oh, damn. Okay, I see what happened. Sorry. Oh, God. I can't. Why did that get in here? It's not supposed to be in here. Anyway, the other one is going to. Yeah, we'll do a roll between Fabian and Faith. So 1, 2, 3 is Faith, 4, 5, 6 is Fabian. And it's Fabian again. So, okay. So Fabian
I didn't
slashing
take
at this
that
black pudding. Now we'll retaliate with the pseudopod. That's a 29 to hit Fabian.
Hit.
Okay. That is 19 points of bludgeoning damage
Ooh.
and 8 points of acid damage.
So that's 4 damage to his leather armor.
Yes, and in second action, it will do a grab. And then it will attempt to constrict Fabian. Fabian needs to go ahead and make a Fortitude saving throw.
Leather is 16 hit points. Fortitude save. 13.
Oh no.
That is a
critical
failure.
You're gonna use his expanded luck,
Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
which has he used that today?
He might have used it in the Will-O-Wisp fight. I think he did, but
Will-O-Wisps have saves? I think he might have actually
I
used
think
it
it was
in the
a quicksand
cave.
save. Or in the at some point he's used it today.
I think he's used it today, actually.
Because this would have been his
It was
first opportunity. He
recent.
has used it since he's gotten it.
And it is a fifth. It's a fifth level feat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he's used it. That's a 13.
No hero point?
Sure, I'll use my hero point on it. He only has a +7. He's gonna fail this. 18.
It's not a critical failure.
An 18 is not a critical failure. So 18 is just a regular failure. Because that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 1
God.
point of acid damage.
Well, he's not down.
Yep.
How much acid?
1.
Okay.
So the hardness takes that. But yeah, Arshus and Fabian getting wrapped up in these pseudopods and just devoured by black sticky ooze. Oh, Arshus.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to escape.
All right.
Oh,
Faith
so-
is ready to help you.
I'm gonna try to
Right.
aid.
Yep, Faith, you can make. Nope.
Same
Try to
thing as-
pull Arshus. Too sticky, too sticky.
I just don't want to commit. Sorry.
Once again,
Another critical success on that escape. You are too slippery.
5 feet, which I can't actually do. Right?
I mean, unless you want to go in the water.
I can't though. I
That's-
can't move into difficult terrain.
right,
Right?
a difficult terrain. Yeah. Kind of stuck.
Does Fabian have a turn? He does. I'm gonna try to stab the one in front of me again. Oh wait. So there. I'm just looking. I think if I do the extra damage, it counts as precision damage. Like if I do the finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, your finisher is
Like the 3d6 or whatever extra damage. I think it's all precision damage. I'm just gonna do. We'll start off with a regular strike.
All right. With multiple attack penalty because the. I think
Oh,
it's
fair enough.
a-
Yep. it
Oh
is
wait.
a-
You used athletics.
yeah, it's an attack action. Though.
Yeah.
It is
It's
an
an
attack
attack
action.
what?
Yep. But a 21 still hits. 6
piercing.
damage. Yeah. Stab.
And I. Can I leap? Well, I don't know. If somebody else gets caught in it, it's not going to be great either. What is my DC for my range? I'm just gonna try to leap backwards as far as I can go. So like, I don't know. Maybe, well, not maybe as far as I can go. Maybe like here at least. Backwards, just into this spot.
Sure, that's just a regular ass leap. You can leap into the mud. You leap just flying over Fabian as the lizard leaps away. Leaping lizards! Okay, that was Awarshisk. Horatio.
How bad off do these things look?
Pretty hurt, pretty bubbling and whatnot. I mean, I guess technically they're both bloodied at this point.
In 4th edition lingo.
Yeah.
I am almost entirely out of magic. But one thing I do have is hydraulic push.
Just do Super Mario Sunshine on these guys. Just
I could maybe push one of them back into the water.
Probably the one grabbing Fabian.
Okay. God, my attack roll sucks.
I forgot that he was grabbed until just.
it is flat-footed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I will hydraulic push this one. I want to do because it's from a well, and I want to do it to the east. So
Trying to push it this way.
that is a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Okay.
So 7 bludgeoning damage.
And it is pushed 5 feet.
Is that out of its reach?
Does it fall into the water?
It has 10-foot reach, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Does indeed have reach. Fabian still remains within the reach of this horrible black ooze pseudopod.
Do I get a second hero point for having 2 characters?
I mean, Horatio does.
Wait, are hero points only players specific and not characters?
Fabian and Horatio have their own hero point pools. Yeah.
Okay, then I will hero point that.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get for that crit, huh?
Yeah,
Go
because
for
the
the-
hit
Alright,
doesn't.
alright.
You'd have like a 50-50 shot. Having said that, now you have like a 5% shot.
Yeah, I'll just hit the button again.
Hey,
29.
there you go. Worth every point. You dig deep within your own resolve and you gather some of the water up from the swamp around you into your hydraulic push that shoots across over your allies and blasts straight into there for a whopping 22 points of damage. Ow.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, no, it takes
That's
all of
pushed
that.
10 feet.
Yep, so then thereby, now it is out of the reach of Fabian letting loose the tentacle in the pseudopod. Hero.
Get off him!
And the pseudopod, the pudding just kind of goes into the water. It's kind of like an oil slick, so it's sort of like mostly on top of the water, but it's in there. It's looking really bad too at this point.
Third action, I'll cast Shield.
All right, shield comes up. Faith.
Step to here and start punching this one.
Yep, that'll hit.
Punch it a second time.
Yep,
and
that'll hit.
Punch it a third time. Total of 19 damage.
Stomping on this ooze, it's looking rough.
And I'm all out of things I can do.
All right, Marion. You there, Marion?
Huh.
Huh? Keeping us in suspense, Ross.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. It is the turn of Marion.
I forgot to do my ancestral influence roll. Last turn.
Oh, for last turn? Yeah, go for it.
Okay, skills. Yep, that's not an option. So I'm going to cast Sound Burst,
Ooh.
where it will hit both of the black puddings.
Oh boy.
So that's that. And the flat check is A-okay.
Hey. So fortitude saves on each of them, eh? The one on the top will succeed. The other one will also succeed. So half damage to 3 points of sonic damage to each of them. That is just enough for the one on the lower that got pushed back, already kind of mixed with the water, and now the sound burst vibrates the molecules so far apart that they just kind of scatter and float into the water and dissipate. And it is donezo.
Necrotic, whatever. Do you have that? I guess he doesn't need temporary hit points.
Oh, yep, he maxed. Alright, so that was Marion.
For my last action, I'm going to cast Shield.
Alright. Shield is up on Marion, then we're going on to Fabian.
He is going to. Is he going to do that though? Okay, he will move here, attack once,
And move back.
and then move away. So that's a 33.
That's a crit, so deadly D8.
And then
Flat-footed.
So 1 extra damage. Then he's gonna move back, hang out with Marion.
Alright. Okie dokie. This puddin', still around, still hungry, wanting to devour, will attempt to devour Faith, because you are there, right in front of it.
Yeah.
A 21 to hit.
That misses.
Jeez. How about a 31?
That hits.
Okay, cool. Hang on. Did not do. I'm gonna I was re-rolling the ones that I didn't hit. I hit the pseudopod again instead of the number 2 attack, so I will take it. But a 27 hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of acid damage, and you are grabbed once more
Okay.
by this creature as its last action. Oh, Arshisk.
Leap.
Leaping lizard. Boing, 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 boing.
I guess it doesn't. It's not difficult terrain anyway. I don't know. Can you, if
Can you leap
if
out of
there
mud?
if there is difficult terrain, can you leap like
Over it?
just over difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Without-
That's leaping, baby.
Okay.
Boing, boing, boing.
I'm gonna try to claw it again with
Alright.
a stab once more.
Go to skewer it. 21 will do so for 6 points of slashing damage. Looking very bad at this point.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hit it again.
All right. An 18 will do it as you leap out of the water, come down, skewering both of your claws into the black pudding, sending it eviscerated also into the water like its companion, or itself, I guess. And it begins to float down the water out of the way.
There's no more, right? I'm gonna like.
You look around, look under the log, and it seems that the last of the ooze is gone.
I'm gonna take a seat.
All right, you all get 80 experience points.
Woo.
$580.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yep.
Maybe we should, since the spellcasters are out of spells, maybe we should call it a day.
Who's out of spells?
Squish.
Half.
Squish. Squish.
Half of the
Squish.
spellcasters.
Climb. Ah.
I still have 4 spells left.
I will spend some time prestidigitating myself, and then anybody else who wants it.
Clean an object.
We can keep going. Just don't expect me to do anything flashy. Just
Lots of electric arc.
yeah. I've got my little electricity, and I've got some cold. And that's about it as far as hurting things.
This place was very dangerous. I was expecting
We're lucky
some
we didn't get
wolves.
leeches.
Yeah, I saw that movie. We don't want leeches.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start by healing myself this time. Wow.
I thought they were just gonna be wolves.
Clock the
we've
hell
dealt
out
with
of me.
Demons, wisps, slime things.
Hey, I'm back here where it was before we started fighting these things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if these didn't come from the menagerie too.
You think?
I mean, what isn't possible when we're talking about the black reaches of Mistress Dusklight's heart?
It just seems really over the top.
Not much.
I guess she is a
I think.
circus performer. Can we all do some healing?
Yeah.
Next,
I'm,
me next.
I'll do Marion next. Oh wait,
Or
I'll do Arishik next,
and Fabian.
and then Fabian. Fabian's not here, so.
Back of the line.
Oh no, I failed.
So do I
Not by
just take
one.
damage?
You take the 6 damage.
Okay.
Did I kill you?
No.
Okay.
I'm resilient. It's not fun though. I'll tell you that.
Doesn't feel good.
That was gonna be so many hit points.
It's dramatic. I'll try once more with Arishik. Oh no! God, cursed.
Oh no.
Hey,
Those feel great.
give me your hands, and I will use prestidigitation on her hands to get all the mud off. Maybe
Okay.
that's the problem.
Trying to rub mud into the wounds.
It works in football. Okay, are my hands all clean? Can I try again?
Sure, it's taking, some time over here.
30 minutes on just me.
Haha! See, it was the hands.
Yeah. 27 whole, 23 whole hit points. Well, actually, you go unconscious and then you get 27.
That's true. You're right. Almost half.
Yeah, ours looks pretty beat up. Your tank's taking a lot of damage.
And then we'll do Fabian. There we go.
Fabian gets 36.
Nice. He's still not to full. Think.
Nope.
Yep. Nope.
And then back to Arashik because he's now the lowest.
During some of this healing, I would
Aha!
like to try to identify
I think Arashik is now full.
Mm-hmm.
one of these things that we found. Either the stone or the pendant.
Okay. Well, you spend better part of an hour here on this little island trying to patch each other up, so you have ample time to try to do so. So Marion.
Almost full, but close enough.
Okay. Which one are you doing first?
Let's go with the locket.
Okay. The locket. Get back to it real quick. Yes, actually, you take some time and you are able to identify both of these things. So, the housing, kind of look at it, and you know, oh, there have been some really annoying fools who have passed the circus before. They call themselves Pathfinders, the Pathfinder Society. And they all had
The
like,
Wayfinder.
yeah, they had these little things that were little housings for Aeon Stones. This one appears to be unique. It is not like the other ones that were very much a symbol of the Pathfinder Society. This one seems to have some other like religious connotation and somehow connected to Eridan, which means it may be very old. But essentially, it operates just like a Wayfinder, which is a housing for an Aeon Stone. It doesn't float around your head. Instead, it is slotted into this, and you can attune it to you through wearing this. And I don't think there's an item handout for it because it is basically just a Wayfinder, but double check on that. Yeah, there's not. So, yeah, it's a Wayfinder. It goes toward your investment limit. You invest the Wayfinder and the Aeon Stone within it simultaneously. It also grants resonant power. You can only have one Wayfinder with an Aeon Stone. And also, it gives you a first level light spell as an effect. You apparently use this to generate some light for yourself. The Aeon Stone slotted within it, you see, well, this one actually does have a handout. It's fairly clear, so you determine that it is a clear spindle Aeon Stone. So, clear spindle, you don't need to eat or drink while it's invested by you. It doesn't function until worn continuously for a week and invested each day therein. So it takes a week to kick into effect, but then you don't have to eat or drink anymore.
Oh, you can cast Air Bubble.
And because you have the resonant power through the Wayfinder item that you found, you can cast Air Bubble once per day. It's a reaction to when somebody's going into a place where they can't breathe, you can give them that and they can breathe for a minute.
Sounds like something for me.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
For Arshis to wear, but
I don't want it. Also, is Faith currently wearing very badly damaged clothing?
yes, Faith's clothes are torn to shreds and eroded away.
Yeah,
by
so
the
I
acid.
think Faith's clothes are destroyed.
Yeah.
So
You only
there's
have,
nothing I
they
can
only
do
have
about
4 hit points.
that. But I could fix, hopefully, Oarshisk and Fabian's armor just with a crafting check. It's like a level 0 DC or something.
Yeah, if item doesn't have a level, it's level 0.
So I will roll those 2 since we have plenty of time. Isn't 0 a DC 14? I hit that on a 2. Wait, I have. What am I doing? I have
Assurance.
I have assurance, so I will take my. I have it built into the feat. Where is it? There we go. I'll take a 19.
Well, a 19 will do it. You're able to fix up after a little bit Awarshisk's and Fabian's clothing, mend them a little bit, doing some sewing, some magical.
I will also pull out the gray robe that I still have from the
From the druid place.
monastery. Was it a
Yeah.
monastery? It wasn't a temple. And I will hand that to Faith. Here, it's something.
I
Wait,
will
did
put on the gray robes.
Did that acid damage do it to everything that you're wearing?
Your armor, specifically.
What about...
I mean, technically, I wasn't wearing armor.
I think it was armor or clothing. Let me see. I'm putting ooze. Corrosive touch. Upon any acid damage is dealt to the creature's armor or clothing, as well as the creature.
I had that clandestine cloak on.
That's just like a cape, though. Also, it's magic, and doesn't being magic afford it a little bit of protection?
Probably at least a hardness of 2 or so. I don't know.
Well, if it's cloth, it has a hardness of 1, but if it's magic, I don't know how that changes that.
Say your cloak is fine. I won't eat your cloak. Marion.
Yes.
Stepping around the forest. How are you crossing over this island?
Is the log still there?
Mostly, but Orsh is seeing
I'll
how
probably tell you that it's unstable
Yeah, it is very.
when I see you trying to cross it.
Okay, okay.
So be careful.
Yeah.
I'll wait for someone else to go first then.
Before we go, I guess we're fine, right?
Except for Horatio spells, I think we're all good.
Yeah, we just had that. Doesn't matter. Remember?
Yeah,
That's what he said. He said we were fine.
If you fall off of something, I can still keep you from falling. If you need me to dispel magic, that I can do. Not much else.
So it looks like it's a 15-foot leap if I start. I can't ping.
I'm gonna try to go across because people
right?
can't.
Orsh, you go on the log.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. You get to the middle of the log, it begins to buckle and crack. Make a reflex save for me.
Reflex.
You fall face first into the swamp.
I knew that would happen. I
Into
say
there.
to myself.
Cracking bits of splintered wood and everything come showering upon you, and you are just coated head to toe in mud and muck in the swamp.
I'm okay.
I give Arash.
I have some rope.
I have rope on me.
Never untied it, just been dragging around this rope the whole time.
Yeah.
It's all covered in mud, though. I don't want to touch it.
I'm gonna climb out onto this bank.
You do so.
I'll say it's all safe now.
I'm just gonna leap across. It looks like it's only 15 feet, and that's if I fail, I leap 15 feet. So
Yep.
Yeah, you can just do a regular leap.
Faith can do a jump. Calder Brothers, you can use the rope and trudge across if you'd like. Doesn't seem to be any other danger as you can come across, and Fabian will do the same, holding onto the rope that Oarsix trails behind. As you all make it onto this solid land once more, you look up to the north and to the east. What you see, an ancient keep stands upon the hill, its crumbled stones blending with the natural granite. The south side of the keep bears a weathered wooden door beneath a squat tower of gray stone. So there is a hill over here. You can't really see it on the map yet, but on top of this hill, there is a small little squat stone tower. The tower's about 10 feet diameter or so, and there's a bit of a stone structure attached to it. And there are these winding stairs that kind of go up into the rocky hillside, and you can just make out the wooden door off in that direction.
So, having been to this tower, like the Aeon Tower before, and it's it was occupied. Does this thing also look like it was occupied recently? As in, are there like remnants of a fire or a lot of traveled path next to the stairs or something like that?
So
Survival check.
Warshisk, looking for tracks specifically and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like signs of use, basically.
Okay.
Just
So you don't see much sign, like obvious signs of habitation or use from where you are currently.
okay.
The stone is the stairs are stone, so they don't show tracks usually, and they're kind of positioned as such that usually the rain washes away. They're kind of smooth stone steps that go up there.
Right. Yeah.
I
I just meant like where they're like here and stuff.
From where you are looking around, you can't really determine if there's been any occupants or not in here.
Okay. Well, if we get ambushed here, I would not be surprised. Just disappointed.
Not mad, just disappointed.
I would like to take 10 minutes to refocus because I forgot to do that before.
All right. Getting to be 2:33, somewhere in that range now, about mid-afternoon.
I'll take a quick nap too.
I'm also going to take 10 minutes to eat in that case.
All right, just take a little lunch break here. I mean, now that the ooze isn't attacking you, it's kind of nice and quiet here.
I mean, it probably smells, but
Yeah, it's not that pleasant.
not pleasant.
It's fine. Nature's pretty.
Sometimes.
All right, let's go.
Should we be quiet or no?
I don't see any reason to.
Okay. How's this log look? Stable?
You've been burned by logs before, but I think it's okay. You're
Okay.
able to walk across the log without any issue.
I just sleep across.
Yep. The rest of you can just jump across. You see these stairs.
Oh, they go
Is
up.
there any like decoration on the outside?
Horatio, you look, and yes, you kind of look around the south wall where the wood door is, and kind of around the tower. Let's see. You see that there's like paintings and like graffiti and things like that have been come on here. Like people have clearly been in here and squatted in here before. So you can see where there appears to be, signs of clutter that are like tucked into the walls. Like there's like something, maybe paper that's in one of the walls, and like where a brick has come loose, stone has come loose in there, and there's obvious signs of at some point habitation and painting and people using this space.
I bet it's
All
where
right.
teens come to smoke and drink.
Very much. It seems like the kind of place that like, oh yeah, it's good little keep, man.
If they didn't die on the way here.
Yeah, there's that.
I'll go first.
That's where the oozes came from. It's made of all the teenagers who drank too much.
All right, Marion. As you go up the stairs, and they're just the first to like trot up, snap. Uh-oh. You feel a wire's tension go against your ankle. There's a snap, and then there's a clack, and a clack, as these stones begin to clatter down the stairs, and with every impact, it is a thunderous boom that sounds out. It sounds like the entire mountain is blowing up around you. I need Marion and Oarshisk. Let's see. Marion, Oarshisk, Faith, and Fabian to all make fortitude saves for me. Horatio
Why
is
is it a
just far
fortitude
enough
save?
away.
Fortitude save?
Yes.
From withstanding the sound of the cacophonous sound.
This is familiar. I remember something like this, but smaller at the Aeon Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to hero point that. There we go. That's better.
Okay. So, it looks like Oarshisk and Faith succeed. Marion and Fabian do not. So, Marion and Fabian, you each take 32 points of sonic damage, and the rest of you take 16 points of sonic damage.
That's
In
some
addition,
loud...
Fabian and Marion are deafened. Is it just...
Deafened, period.
You're not sure how long it lasts.
Bop.
What?
Fabian just like puts up his hand. He's gonna walk up, put a hand on Oroshisk, and pull him back.
But what about Marion?
He does not hear. Actually, I guess he
I am
sees
talking to
you
her in sign
saying.
language.
Marion goes back down the staircase.
He points at the blood that is running out of his ears, and then steps over here so you can see how many hit points he has left.
Okay. Because Fabian can talk to me.
He just says, "That really hurt.
It hurt a lot. The cacophony.
Let's wait before we go in and set off another trap."
What?
What? Didn't even make it up the stairs.
Marion just
Head.
sits down at the foot of the staircase and starts snapping next to his ear.
Oarshisk wishes that Marion would not just run up all the stairs all the time, but he's not going to say
More
anything.
fun this way. I'm going to start by healing Fabian. Succeeded by 1.
Yep, 25 hit points.
Another one like that, and he'll be in good shape.
We want it.
I'm going to give him a slightly smaller one, though.
Do a DC 15.
Yeah, DC 15. Just in case.
And well, if nobody knew where we were, or that we were here before, they certainly do now.
That's 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes healing myself.
I'm going to be watching while they're doing all this. Is there anybody that like peeks their head over the side or out of a window or something? Just kind of watching for movement.
Okay.
And 20.
In the
30
half hour
minutes.
where you regroup at the bottom of these stairs, Oarshisk, you keep an eye out. You don't see or hear anything. the hearing returns after a little while to both Marion and Fabian.
Is that 21 for me?
No, that 21 was for me. This one's for you.
Oh, okay.
Aha. The 25.
Sure is.
And this one for Fabian. 16. Which is wow, what you took. So I made it. You're back to where you were before.
Whoops.
To me too, I guess, if you're at it.
Sorry, fellas. Clumsy me.
The last one was Arashik, sorry.
I assume that was probably a trap, right? Maybe you should just move more slowly. Look
Oh,
around for
yeah.
traps.
Oh, wow. Look around for traps. Why didn't I think of that? I go back up the stairs, watching for traps this time.
No, I was gonna say not watching for traps specifically like looking up into the sky as he's walking.
Our father would be very disappointed if you trigger all the traps.
Let me just see here.
It reset itself and he failed his perception check again.
It just keeps coming.
We somehow didn't hear the stone rolling back up the
It
stairs.
resets after every hour.
Nope. Stepping up the stairs this time, you can see where the
It was only 40 minutes.
where the cord is loose against there and was like stringed up through like a little metal hole and then stringed up to the top where there was just a box that tipped over. And the box is just kind of laying there at this point. You see the wooden door from where you are kind of around the stairs, Marion.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to give it a listen.
Okay.
Gonna listen for any tripwires? I don't say because I'm not speaking.
Fabian will help.
Not going to
Sense.
listen for tripwires. I'm going to listen for bad guys on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Fabian has trap finder, so
So Fabian is assisting Marion.
yes.
What's that?
And even if he's not searching, he gets a free check
Okay.
to see traps.
So, okay, I'm gonna make another thing for. That was Fabian helping. That's Fabian looking for traps.
You should have gotten a +1 to that fortitude save. Because that was a fortitude save against a trap.
I don't think it would have helped. Yeah, if you get it, if it's save still started with a 1, then no. So Marion, you listen for a while. You don't think you hear anything, but as you put your ear to the door, there's just a small clink sound. Just like a clink.
Like that.
Oh my god.
Wow, like that was amazing. I heard that.
Yeah, because I got Sarah in the other room making sound effects for me.
You're Foley artist?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's just like a clink as you put there, but then you listen for it a little bit longer and there's no sound.
Okay, Mr. Trap Finder.
Hear a clink, but don't hear a clank.
Fabian looks over it, looks at the door, and on the side's like, no, doesn't seem to be anything. Looks at it up and down. Doesn't notice anything about the door.
All right. I'm going to open it.
Okay. Marion, you go to open the door, and I guess that so it's pretty old. in kind of rotten and rough condition. So you can kind of push against the handle a little bit, but there's a bit of resistance. Not a lot, but like some resistance there, and then you kind of like get to a point where it's held, but it's open like maybe 4 or 5 inches. When it opens, there's a sound, another clinking sound from overhead, as suddenly a few vials come tumbling from where they were hidden on top of the door. Now that it is open, they come through the crack in the door, crashing against you. I need you to go ahead and make 3 reflex saves for me.
1 reflex save.
2
reflex
reflex save.
3
reflex
reflex save.
save.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
So you get out of the way of the first one, but the second 2 crash against you, and you feel this horrible chill come down your spine and into you. You will take a grand total of...
A 15, a 29, and a 26 is 1 success and 2 fails? Oh.
I got that reversed. I thought you failed twice. Thank you for pointing that out.
You got hit by the first one.
You got hit by the first one. You evaded the other 2, so
Okay.
only 1 hits you.
He
that makes a lot more sense.
Back, but not enough time.
So that is 6 points of cold damage. And then some splashes onto Fabian and takes 2 points of cold damage from that. The other 2 kind of able to crush there. When these vials smash and hit, what you see the next moment when you like look through the door crack is there are 2 rat faces with crossbows aimed up at you, and you kind of blink your eyes for a second and see what's going on. There are 2 rat folk, 2 Ysoki, each with crossbows, aiming up into your face. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Hey.
All right.
As these little Ysoki with little alchemical things don't take kindly to strangers. We'll see if they kill you all next time on Really Playing Games, the Extinction Cars.